Welcome to Prime Sports with me, Daniel Cranting, and the Black Queens of Ghana suffered defeat in their opening game of the 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations. The Black Queens suffered. Minister of Sports and Recreation Kofi Adams has issued a strong warning to individuals encroaching on lands around the Borteyman Sports Complex, urging them to vacate immediately. The minister gave the directive during a visit to the facility to inspect ongoing works and assess its current state. The Borteyman Sports Complex was one of the major venues used during the 2023 All-Africa Games hosted by Ghana. Speaking to the media after the inspection, Kofi Adams emphasized that the land reserved is strictly for the development of sports infrastructure and must not be taken over for private use.
So much has been done, but there's still a lot to be done, and that is why this land and space here must be protected so we can complete what is left to be done to make this really a complete sports ecosystem. It could become even a sports city in future, and it will drive a lot of tourism. You see, there are countries today that are benefiting from their investment, that you see European clubs go there during sometimes training session to go and train there. Sometimes when they play friendlies there. We do not have that opportunity. We are a peace-loving country. We have a lot of peace in this country. What we need is to develop the facilities, and people will be willing to come here any day, any time to camp, and will generate a lot more revenue to develop many other areas that needs development. So I'm impressed with the facility. We've just come around. I came on a site tour after hearing the level of encroachment that was happening. So living here, I'm going to take the matters up seriously. Indeed, yesterday I took opportunity to even speak to the defense minister even before we visited this place, to let him know that I'm aware of my ministries and then the LOC for the 2023 All-African Games, Accra 2023, engaging the 48 engineers, and the minister is very willing to push for that arrangement to be realized. So from here I'm going to engage him. We now have images. I've seen it myself with my own eyes, and you have also seen it, and so you will help propagate the message on all your platforms, and let those who are doing this hear. If they are not aware, let them hear that it's not a free land. Again, it is not a free land. It's a land that has a purpose and will be used for that purpose. So they should stay off.
Now, Asante Kotoko came from behind to beat Hearts of Oak in the 2025 edition of the President's Cup at the Accra Sports Stadium on Sunday. Kunidi Yadom own goal and Kwame Poku tap and seal the victory for Karim Zito's side as they clinched their 9th President's Cup. The game drew scores of fans from across the country, igniting interest in the domestic clash. My colleague Victor Achutamaklo was there, and he covered that particular game, and that's a wrap off Prime Sports with me, Daniel Cranting. Thanks for your time.
So, a wonderful night of football here at the Accra Sports Stadium has come to a close. But Kumasi Asante Kotoko winning the 2025 President's Cup, beating Accra Hearts of Oak by the odd goal in 2. But it was not without drama. Hearts of Oak had it all to do when they took the lead through Hamza Issa, who profited from some rather questionable defending from goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara to poke home the first goal of the game midway through the first half. Kumasi Asante Kotoko responded well after the break with a quick fire double. The first of those was through an on goal from David Oponafrani, I beg your pardon, who came on for Kelvin Oseaside, who had to be taken off at halftime to restore parity. Within 2 minutes, Kumasi Asante Kotoko had profited from another defensive error again, this time from Kunedu Yadom, and Kwame Opoku was on hand to poke home for the lead and what ultimately will be the winner for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. But that was not the end of the story, because there was more drama, because 20 minutes after Kotoko had taken the lead, Accra Hearts of Oak thought they had restored parity, only for the referee's assistant's flag to go up. The referee would oblige and rule out what Accra Hearts of Oak thought was the leveler. But that was not the end of the story either, because Accra Hearts of Oak would have one final chance to restore parity when Zakaria Fuseni handled the ball inside the penalty area and the referee awarded a penalty. Unfortunately for Accra Hearts of Oak, Emmanuel Amankwa, the right back, who elected himself to take the penalty kick, completely flubbed it when he shot straight into the waiting arms of goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara. And that was how the game ended, with Kumasi Asante Kotoko exacting revenge on a defeat they suffered to the Phobians 3 years ago on this same occasion, on this same venue, winning by 2-1. Excitement for Kotoko fans, disappointment for Accra Hatzabuk fans, but for the neutrals and lovers of music, Shatalali at halftime provided excellent dancehall music to keep the already entertained fans at the Accra Sports Stadium even more excited with that. At full time, it's Kumasi Asante Kotoko who have won the 2025 President's Cup, beating Accra Hatzabuk by 2-1.
Very great. I feel very great, especially coming from behind and to win at long last. At least we came. I personally came from Kumasi. I came purposely to win, to take a win from there, and then eventually we have won.
This Kunedu Yadom guy, I don't know how he performed, so I don't know the reason why he's still in the house team.
Very bad. Very, very bad. They didn't be fair to Accra Society. It's like they mean us. We don't know. I say having a green goal, it didn't count. And when they score outside, I don't know. I don't know what to say.
I feel good as an Asante Kotoko supporter. I mean, despite the fact that, the game was tough. Yes, the game was tough, and I think House of Folk actually played very well in the first half.
So bad. And then when they are playing game, especially football, when they score a clean goal, referee disallow it. He frustrated you.